Hello, everyone. Welcome to Backyard Musings, broadcasting live from Apple Valley. I'm Steve.
I'm Scott.
Thank you for joining us this morning, Saturday morning, bright, beautiful day. Got an interesting topic for you today. Researchers have found that a glue ingredient, PVA, can make cancer treatments safer and more effective. Polyvinyl alcohol, PVA, commonly known as wood glue, white glue, carpenter's glue, school glue, or Elmer's glue in the United States, is a widely available adhesive used for porous materials like wood, paper, and cloth. An aliphatic rubbery synthetic polymer with the formula C4H6O2. It's a type of thermoplastic. When combined with a special boron compound, it helps target tumors more precisely and protects healthy cells. This discovery could improve a unique radiation therapy called BNCT. Would you like to know more?
Yeah, this is fascinating. I can't tell you how many times I've probably gotten wood glue on my hands and ended up in my mouth, or when I was a kid playing around with glue. So
On your face.
yeah, it's pretty amazing stuff. So anyway, so cancer is a disease that has the potential to harm any organ in the body. Cancer can be identified by the rapid emergence of abnormal cells that extend beyond their usual bounds. Metastasis, or disease spread, is the leading cause of cancer-related mortality. Cancer is caused by normal cells converting into tumor cells in a multi-stage process that begins with a precancerous wound and progresses to a fatal tumor. These modifications are the outcome of three kinds of external stimuli: UV radiation, ionizing radiation, and chemical carcinogens. The kind of cancer a patient has and how much it has been developed to dictate the type of treatment he or she will receive. Some cancer patients just need one treatment. Alternatively, most patients undergo a variety of treatments, including surgery along with chemotherapy and or radiation therapy, which can be brutal on the body.
Oh, yeah. Lose your hair and yeah. So, treating advanced and hard to manage head and neck cancers may become more effective with the help of polyvinyl alcohol, a compound commonly found in children's glue. Researchers discovered that combining PVA with DBPA, a boron containing compound, significantly enhanced the performance of a specialized type of cancer radiation therapy. It's this, what do we call it? The BNCT? This combination made the drug more targeted toward tumor cells and increased its retention, reducing radiation exposure to healthy tissues. In 2020, Japan again became the first country to approve boron neutron capture therapy, BNCT, a precise form of radiotherapy for cancer. I mean, the Japanese, they're on the cutting edge of technology. It's pretty cool. And they found this deposit of rare earth minerals that is going to just increase their technology research. And it's just goosebumps. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
They are then exposed to low energy neutrons, which interact with the boron to destroy cancer cells while leaving healthy cells unharmed.
Okay, so the advantage of the BNCT is that it targets only boron containing cells, meaning that damage to healthy cells is less compared with to many other treatments, which is great, right? Because that's the problem. They're hitting the good cells and the healthy cells and damaging them both, right? That's that treatment. So it has also been found to be effective against some more challenging and reoccurring cancers. However, because low energy neutrons are quite weak, their use is limited to certain areas of the body. Currently, they are approved for head and neck cancers, which are nearer the surface, maybe like skin cancers, maybe, I don't know. Their effectiveness also depends on both the level and retention of boron within tumor cells for the duration of the treatment.
That's the key. With the boron there, that treatment latches onto where the boron is and just destroys the whatever it's attached to.
Yeah, that sounds very promising.
Oh, yeah. In newly published research, special research student Kakero Konarita, it's awesome. The students are getting involved in addition to the PhDs. And Associate Professor Takahiro Nomoto from the University of Tokyo found that adding PVA to the boron-containing compound greatly improved both its accumulation and retention in cancer cells. Quote, we discovered that PVA, which is used in liquid glue, dramatically improves the efficacy of a compound called DBPA that until now has been removed from drug ingredients because it was considered useless, explained Nomoto. Neither PVA nor DPPA exhibit pharmacological activity when administered alone. However, combining these compounds resulted in remarkably elevated tumor accumulation, prolonged retention, and potent therapeutic efficacy, even when compared with a clinically used drug.
All right. Sounds like it's going in the right direction, right?
Yeah.
So currently, the chemical substance LBPA is the only approved boron compound for BNCT. It accumulates well within cancer cells, but depending on the location of the cancer, it can also enter some healthy cells. This makes it unsuitable for treating certain tumors. DBPA is the enantiomer of LBPA, meaning that its molecular structure is the mirror image of LBPA, but it is otherwise chemically identical. DBPA appealed to the researchers because it appears to be more selective of cancer cells. However, on its own, it doesn't accumulate, which is why it was considered useless. The team previously found that mixing PVA, that glue, with LBPA improved its effectiveness. I wonder how they came across that. That's just fascinating.
This is what I think, Scott. This is what I think. They were in the lab and they had Elmer's glue and they started squirting it at each other, and some of it got into the beaker. That's what I think. I'm going with that.
Kind of like chocolate and peanut butter, making a peanut butter cup, right? This is just really cool stuff.
It is.
So the team previously found that mixing PVA and LBPA improved its effectiveness. In this latest research, they combined PVA and DBPA, and were surprised to see even higher levels of boron accumulating and more prolonged retention. So, yeah, they're on fire with this thing. This is great.
So, quote, there are many demands in the development of drugs for cancer treatment, and much recent research and development is focused on complex combinations of expensive molecules, said Nomoto. However, we are concerned that such methods, when put into practice, will be so expensive that only a limited number of patients will benefit. In this study, we aim to develop a drug with a simple structure and high functionality at a low cost. Now the team is promoting joint industry-academia collaboration to further this research and hope to apply this achievement to the treatment of other challenging cancers. Gosh, let's use what's that Arm & Hammer baking? So put that in there and see if something happens with it. You know what I'm saying?
Or go with some more effective wood glues like Type Bond 2 or Type Bond 3 or something a little bit more potent than Elmer's.
Try anything, throw it in there and see if it works.
This is really fascinating stuff. So,
I've
always said that I would love to see somebody come up in my lifetime with a cure for some type of cancer where they're not just ravaging people's bodies with chemo and radiation and whatever else they do, or starting cutting on stuff. And I mean, this would be a big game changer.
Save a lot of lives and stop a lot of misery and heartache.
Yeah. Got to be a way to do it, and they're on it. The Japanese are on it. So it's cool to see these articles about different areas where the Japanese are just they're on it. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Well, that's another thing. If you think about the way that, and this has more of like a health or a what they eat and what they consume in that country as far as their bodies and stuff. But you don't hear about a lot of Asian people affected by cancer. So it's kind of cool that they're involved in this research. because of their diet. It's mainly, I think it's because, I'm not saying that they don't, but there doesn't seem to be as high a cancer issue in Asia than there is in like the United States, and I think a lot of it has to do with their diet. Even not to get off on another tangent, but this thing that Canada's been talking about, and some of the people that are really happy about Robert Kennedy Jr. getting involved in this new position,
HHS.
where they're talking about foods like, let's say Fruit Loops in Canada are made differently than Fruit Loops in the United States, and there's more dyes and preservatives and garbage that they don't know why they put it in our Fruit Loops. And I'm saying Fruit Loops. It may not be Fruit Loops, but you get my idea. But why are they making it differently? Why has Canada got a different, more healthy concoction to make up certain foods that we have here? And why? So I don't know. I think there's something.
I can tell you, I can testify as a witness. I visited Detroit for like a construction project for Verizon, I think it was. And I went across the border into Windsor, and I went to Caesar's Palace to go to the buffet. I didn't gamble. I just went to the buffet. I wanted to have a meal, and it tasted so good. I'm like, oh my gosh. It was just regular mashed potatoes, ham, whatever, It tasted good.
You could tell the difference between
Yes. Yeah, I could.
Yeah, so there's got to be something in that, And again, what if we've got the same foods, why are the ingredients different? Why do we have to do that?
Maybe we're injecting the turkeys and the chickens and the beef with something, to make them grow faster, grow bigger, and that's affecting, taste and whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, if you take a cereal box and you look at the ingredients on a cereal box, there's a lot of stuff in there that you wonder, why do you got to have this in there? All the dyes and the red color number 2 and whatever it is. You just don't understand. I don't understand why all this stuff's in there. And I haven't really given it that much thought until I hear these ladies talk about it. And
the ladies on The View?
No. I think they're called Crunchy Moms or Crunch Moms or something.
Oh, Crunch. I've heard of Crunch Moms. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, these women that are focusing on what we're feeding our kids.
If you're a Crunch Mom, let us know in the comments.
Yeah. If you know one or you're listening or whatever, but yeah, I think they're onto something. And I mean, again, if they took all that stuff out, would it make the cereal that much more better, or whatever food it is? And would it be cheaper because you're not putting all this other crap in there? So I don't know. Something to think about.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. We really hope that you enjoy. No, this is Saturday morning. So we'll see you Saturday afternoon. We've got another segment for you.
Take care.
See ya.
Thanks.